Sophia S'waruu. Just to let you know, I'm here already. I am here but invisible, so I don't get disturbed. This is important to me.
Thank you, it is for me too.
I made a few notes on some things I'd like to ask you. But first, I would like you to go first. Do you have any questions for me?
Thank you so much for your words above, the ones I did not have a chance to answer well yet. They are very important to me because truly, I hardly know, or I don't know what I'm doing, or if what I'm doing is helping in any way at all. So I do need that kind of feedback sometimes, because if it's useful for one person, then it is worthwhile. I have no way of knowing what is going on the receiving side, and it's important to me, but from the angle of wanting to go on with this communication, not from the point of view of feeding ego. No, not at all, but only of knowing what is going on, to see what needs to change or to improve.
People love you and the Taygeteans. There are a lot of comments on the web thanking you all, both from the Spanish and English communities. I will tell you from my perspective. There is something really different about you, the Taygeteans, Gosha, something really special about all of this. For me, this project is more valuable than anything in existence. I am being truthful. And yes, I know, I feel very connected to you, so I never misinterpret what you say, because I truly feel we are similar, our souls I mean. Being here on Earth, trying to help, is an example of that.
Thank you so much. Please do ask all you want. I also have a few things to say, or that I must say. I'll just go ahead with them as to get them out of the way.
Sure, go ahead.
I hold many answers, but I don't have all the answers. Many we go finding out along the way. Remember, we are people, not angels. But this, I just have to say it. I'm a kid, but I can think or act more mature whenever it is needed. But I'm just another person like you or like anyone else. For example, I wanted to touch two feral kittens a few months ago and their mother cat ran after me, all puffed up and hissing, and I ran away and I slipped on the mud and fell to the floor, messing up my dress. And I ran home all hurt. I'm a kid, I don't hide that. We are people like you all. But we are not there on Earth, but a big part of the message we try to convey is precisely that. There is a lot more humanity outside Earth. No one is telling you people the super important fact the cabal or the elites are hiding from you all. That along with so much more. Basically, that's it.
Thank you for this. Yes, I'm aware of this. I know you are all people like us. Okay, so first question I'd like to know is, what exactly made you contact me? Just out of curiosity.
You have been popping up to my attention too many times in strange ways. First, you got stuck in Mexico and Gosha and others helped you to get home safely. Then you wrote a super congruent and clear-minded letter to Christina and Stella, letter that Robert published because it was too good to lose. Then they shared your YouTube channel and I had to see it because you are openly asking for contact there. And that is hard to resist for me. I just felt your sincerity and your interest, your enthusiasm. And what Robert and Gosha say is true, no more contacts. But I just couldn't let you slip away. You certainly didn't make me feel curious and in the need to contact you. Moreover, when I found your contact.
Thank you for this confirmation. Okay, next question. What do you prefer to be called?
Many ways. I'm used to being called many ways. My full name is Sophia Meditating Tasherit Yázhi S'waruu 12. But Yázhi is okay. Or Sophie. Sophia.
Very cool. I didn't know about this meditating before. Another question, may I ask?
Please do.
You were born in hyperspace and are of a race of your own, the Swaruuneans, which means that you are not really binded to Federation's rules. So my question is, why can't you have a voice chat with Gosha and Robert, for example? Although I know you had once with your voice, but distorted, changed. I'm just asking this to understand more the why of things.
Because the Federation up here is nothing else but more government, just like the ones you have down there. So, even though I don't fit into their rules, becoming legally not Federation, I still must abide by certain rules, like when a foreigner goes to another country and still must obey rules there. And you must understand that this communication with you today, or with Robert and Gosha, is stretching things a lot as they are.
Yes, makes sense. Thank you for this. Analogies help a great lot.
But we constantly see how to contact you all in even more direct manners.
I understand. But on the other hand, we are not humans. At all, whatsoever.
That is what we say here. And this also means the Federation is acting exactly as human governments, imposing illogical rules to further who knows what agenda.
Yes, imposing rules to all of you up there as well. Just like you all have suggested that humans don't obey the rules down here as an act of mass disobedience, I think this could and should also be attempted over there. Not all rules, just the nonsensical ones that are causing more hurt than helping.
Basically, what I know they want to keep intact is their precious matrix. So people like me, who come in and talk too much, introducing concepts and all, simple ideas like the fact that humankind is found in no less than 400,000 other civilizations, just in this quadrant, is enough to annoy them because it contradicts the human experience on Earth of solitude, uncertainty, and helplessness.
If all of you stop obeying, then there is nothing they can do because you are the Federation, correct? Although I understand there are over 500,000 interstellar races part of the United Federation of Planets. So I know my suggestion is not practical.
Yes, exactly. But we all must start somewhere.
Another question, Sophie. Who are the other races that support you and the Taygeteans' work? Besides the Urmas.
There are a small but growing group of races here that are already realizing something is very wrong with the Federation. Taygeteans influenced the races in Alcyon Council, and then the Avian Council, Urma, came in to support the Alcyon Council. Then the Lyrians came in as well. All those could be called dissident or rebel races, not complying with Federation rules, at least to whatever extent or capacity they may have.
Yes, this group is only going to continue to increase. I was given the message that United Federation of Planets might even collapse.
Everyone is talking up here. The problem is that it's like on Earth. Many people, even most people, races and cultures still believe in this system. Exactly like on Earth, as above as below. So there are awakened people and cultures and matrixed people and cultures up here.
So, are you saying that the members of the Federation are also mind-controlled, just like the people down here? No difference?
Yes, no difference. They are sold ideas and ideologies that in the end do not work, or do not reflect what goes on outside.
This reminds me of something. A while ago, I was thinking of making a video titled, "We do not consent to censorship." Not only directed to the cabal, but also directed to the Federation, who also censors what benevolent extraterrestrial races like you say or don't say to humans. But when both parties want it, they are no one to intrude. What do you think of the video idea?
I think it is a very good idea because in the first place, the cabal is the Federation in a more expanded context. And in the second place, it exposes them as to what they are, to this fact above.
I have been making a lot of videos behind the scenes. I'm making videos for a friend of mine and his business. He's also a starseed, very powerful one I must add, and not an overstatement. Why I haven't published more videos there? I am trying to finish this project first. There are 40 videos total he hired me to make.
Great! You're very good at making videos. I mean it. I loved them.
Oh, by the way, have you seen all of the I do not consent videos made by the people inspired by you? You are making huge ripples.
I don't miss a single one. They are very important to me. As I said at the beginning of this conversation, I have no way to know what is going on in the other end.
Wonderful! This is good to know. What do you think of my idea of internet mass contact, where the extraterrestrials give the right humans, honest, passionate, heart-driven, hardworking, etc., information so we can pass all this information along in mass, as a collective, working as a team, supporting and complementing one another. I know it is difficult though because they don't want to contact the humans. But I want to start a strong ripple effect. I want to encourage and stimulate those races to come. I understand why they don't come. But there are people like me here, like Gosha, like Robert, and the more they come and speak up, the more humanity will be ready and I believe more empowered, because it will be guided to the right direction this time. At least this is the attempt here. With your example, if they come through the internet and the messenger is a trustworthy person, there is no way the message will get distorted, as it will be shared word by word and explained exactly the way they did it. A big part of the problem is a total lack of communication from all parts, in my opinion. It's time for YouTube channels like Cosmic Agency and Despejando Enigmas to be the majority, not the minority. Or at least to have a lot more of this type of sources of information out there, available for the people.
I love that idea. The problem is that it would dissolve the matrix. And as I said above, that is what the Federation does not want. So this again means that the Federation is going against human needs and interests. And in any case, you are asking for ET contact by any benevolent races. The problem is that I don't see them coming in, and they should, because the only ones contacting, not anymore as you know, are us. So it's an, oh no, it's Yázhi again. I realize we need more races and more people from here stepping into the plate. And yes, lack of communication is part of the problem.
Exactly, yes. I know it goes against their interests. But what if we do it anyway?
We should do it anyway, yes.
I have nothing to lose. I'm willing to do whatever it takes.
Yes.
Oh, another question. Why have you never had an incarnation here on Earth? Or have you? Just curiosity. I believe you have said you never had an incarnation here. Only as a step down, correct?
Only step down. I've been there a lot. Never as human. I've been there, walked the earth and all. I see no need to. Besides, a very big part of being human and what defines being human is not remembering who you are, only remembering what happened in your current incarnation. And that goes against what defines me. I remember at least 12 incarnations clearly, and others not so clearly. And this remembering so many is what causes me to write and talk about things way outside what is to be expected from a 9-year-old girl. But that is only my body. But this has also created a new set of problems for me, because people don't know what to think of me or how to handle me.
Thank you for answering me. So this already answers another question of mine. If you remember other incarnations besides all of these S'waruus.
I do, but not as clearly.
You said, I realize we need more races and more people from here stepping into the plate. And I couldn't agree more.
I can't do this on my own. I try, but I know I can't. Also because all this information only comes from me and from the Taygeteans. You need more perspectives.
Yes, we cannot control what others do, only encourage. And I see things this way too. I share your perspectives.
My time is over for today. I must go to dinner here.
Yes, I need to go to bed here. Oh, this was so fast!
I see you go to bed early. Nice. See you tomorrow then. Have a nice evening.
Have a good dinner. See you tomorrow, Sophie. Another day.
Hello, I'm here. How are you?
Hi, how was your day? Have you done any mischievous tricks today? And I'm doing great. Always excited to be with you.
No, I behaved well. Thank you. Me too with you. I like you. You are nice and you are wise. I love your videos. I just watched your last one. The only one missing for me to see.
Oh, really? I don't think people will understand that one. And I talked to Gosha today. She mentioned you are mischievous. So, before we start, is there anything you'd like to ask me?
She told me yes. So I guess you have total confirmation of who I am now. I did, but I'm not exactly people. Can I show it to Naishada?
Yes.
Okay.
I made 2 videos for a friend of mine. And I finished the script for the We Do Not Consent to Censorship I told you about. I'll record it with my voice tomorrow. Can I show you the script?
Sure, I'd love to see it. I love your voice very much.
Awesome! Let me send it to you. And thank you. I like everything about you. Do you think I should add anything else? Or say anything differently? By the way, I know there are no numbers, dimensions, nor densities. I remember how things are in this sense. I have the same views as you. I will remove the 60 plus next to Caristus.
Whoa, I was thinking about this precisely. Yes, the only thing that causes a density timeline or anything similar is the awareness level of the observer. I agree with you 100%. You say a lot there, and I was thinking that you do create a lot more ripples that you or I may be aware of.
Yes, I only added the 60 there for explanatory reasons. I know it's nonsensical. And see, I knew you were going to be bothered by it. I sometimes am also. But since I understand, I don't pay too much attention to it. But it is misleading to those who don't know. You are here to teach and explain things to us all, so you should always point this out. And in this script, I am doing these things because I was inspired by you.
Thank you. Yes, but not only. I mean all your messages. Thanks. It looks like you know me well. I'm well aware that I contradict what my predecessors have stated before me. For example, I know many people like S'waruu of Era over me because I tend to state hard, ugly truths, and I sometimes say it on humans as cause and effect, so it's as if I were blaming them. But I do see some things quite clearly from here. I'm not blaming, I'm empowering, or so I wish.
Yes, the cause are the humans. I never thought you contradicted yourself. You only add more. There is a difference. Never contradict. I believe you are the most empowering person I've ever met this lifetime.
Thank you. I know you mean well, but it saddens my heart to realize how few people empower you all.
Most are in it to have the attention to themselves. It's true.
That's a difficult point because it is very hard to convey an idea without talking about yourself in one point or another. I've been accused more than once of showing off how life can be here, or what it can do, as if I were counting money in front of poor people. Not my analogy. But how else can I explain something without an example? How else can I say how life can be here and how it is here if I don't tell you all this in detail?
I was given the example of humans down here. Of course you use yourself as an example. How else would you explain things without going through them? So you use your example. I know. I understand you all because I know where you are coming from. I have the same views.
It hurts me to see that they cannot see beyond being a victim. And I'm not saying they are not victims because they are. I mean that they can control that and not live in pure determinism. And then this takes me to another point I constantly notice few people can grasp. That many times contradictory things are both correct, or that some things are valid from one level or point of view and not from another, or both are valid from yet another.
I also feel very frustrated with this. It's very hard being down here. They don't listen to you. Meaning all of us, not just you.
Unlike most Taygeteans, I've been there and not. Never human, but walking among and along. Not the same, I guess, but also with another set of unique problems and challenges.
Yes, I know you were Joan of Arc. You helped me remember more of who I am.
You don't need to be told who you are. You don't need me or anyone to come up to you and tell you that you are a starseed and who you are outside Earth. Only you can know, and that knowing is truth. Unlike other things on Earth, with starseeds, their inner knowing and deep emotional affinity to whatever race and concepts they hold dear are truths. It's never as if or like you wanted to be a Taygetan or Lyrian starseed, but you're not. So sorry, bummer, too bad you're not. Never. You are who you are and only you know that.
I know that me expressing myself in videos helps and encourages others to do the same. They need to express themselves. You are totally right about that.
Yes. You all need to express yourselves, and now more than ever. Also, it creates some kind of document of sorts where you are declaring how you think and feel. and this does transcend beyond the earth plane. I have reasons to believe this because of how I perceive how things work and because of how I have seen. Difficult to explain where or how. Sometimes it is an inner feeling. Sometimes it is because I have witnessed people in local federation councils talking about this sort of things, like people declaring how they feel and think in a video or in a written document.